Black Adam, the brand new DC film set in the DC Extended Universe, and this movie has been in development hell for a while. Like, give you a perspective. It got announced that Dwayne Johnson was going to be playing Black Adam in a Shazam movie back in 2014, which of course didn't happen because they said, hey, except doing except having The Rock being the villain of a Shazam movie, let's have him have his own standalone movie. We believe this character is enough to hold an entire franchise. And we're like, and when that happened, my reaction was like, really? Is that? Because all I know is him being the big bad for Shazam, and I don't know there's enough. Like, sure, like, Injustice and all that kind of stuff have make the character a little bit more than just, you know, Shazam's Joker, Shazam's Lex Luthor, like, they have built on it, but I was like, still, is there anything else to tell? Is that enough? And then they announced the Justice Society in the first DC fandom back in 2020, and I was like, okay, Justice Society. I like some Hawkman. I like some Dr. Fate. You know, Atom Smash is there as well. Cyclone, brand new character. Happy to be introduced to that character, but cool. We're getting introduced to the Justice Society. But still at the same time, like, when the trailers came out, I was like, what's the story? You know, is it just going to be Black Adam, you are a bad dude. We are the Justice Society, and we must stop you, Black Adam. And I was like, is that based on what the entire movie's going to be? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes. It is 100% of, okay, Black Adam is in captivity for 5,000 years, and he has finally woken up. He has now been woken up, and he is in modern day. And because he's full of rage and anger and full of power, Amanda Waller is asking the Justice Society, can you please stop him? Can you please stop him and bring him to us? Because we believe this guy is way too powerful and way too dangerous to him able to attain his power. And so the Justice Society comes over and fights him. That's essentially the entire plot. I mean, there's like a artifact situation there. There's like a MacGuffin with there's a MacGuffin for like with this artifact, which I was like, okay, cool. Like, it's there for the human characters, like the non-superhero characters, to do something, because they are there. They are those characters who have this like Indiana Jones nature towards it, and they are the most uninteresting characters. You know, the characters that you're interested of are Hawkman and Dr. Fate and Black Adam. As much little story or character development there is in this movie, because it is one action sequence to another action sequence to another action sequence to another action sequence, to the point that when there's like a talking scene, out of the blue, there's an action sequence. I was like, what? Is it because it's like, you know what, I think the audience is bored? And I get it, more likely it's a joke of like, okay, the Justice Society, we need to plan this ahead. Okay, Black Adam has decided to just go and bash, you know, start just fighting people left, right, center. Okay, well, I guess we're doing that. Like, I guess that's a joke, but it just came across as like, the audience is bored, let's, you know, let's slap an action sequence. The editing in this, it's not the best. It is 2 hours and 4 minutes, and sometimes you are a little bit like, what is happening, who's doing what, how did that happen, where's that. It's a little bit of there. There's a little bit of that, which is quite like, okay, I mean, it happens a few times, but when that happens, you just go, wait, backtrack. What's happening? Who did this? Why is this? Why that? And that. There's things in it that you're like, okay, this is a spectacle movie. This is all about the action. You know, Dwayne Johnson has always been saying, like, hey, he just wants to make Black Adam the most powerful character in the DC universe on the planet. On the DC universe, multiverse, on planet Earth, Black Adam's the most powerful. And that's the job. And he did the job because there's a lot of Black Adam smacking the characters around and just going, boop, boop, boop. I mean, Hawkman. As much as I love Hawkman, oh, he kind of easily gets smacked around a few times. The acting's good. Dwayne Johnson is great as Black Adam. Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate is fantastic. I mean, the standouts are Hawkman and Dr. Fate in the Justice Society. You have these Wookiees and with Cyclone and Atom Smasher, and they just come across as comic relief. Definitely Atom Smasher. Atom Smasher plays the fumbling Wookiee. Like, he's the one that keeps accidentally fumbling around or keeps making mistakes, and to a point you have the joke of Hawkman saying, Adam, after this is over, we're gonna have a talk. Like, that's the way you gag. The humor works. Like, Black Adam doesn't know where a door is. You got that side of things. But yeah, it is a spectacle movie. It is all about the action. It's not about story, so don't think. And it is Man of Steel level action. And there's some creative ways. And the first half is slow. And the first half just felt like, I wanted to jokingly quote Jurassic Park with Jeff Goldblum's character saying, you're going to have Black Adam in your Black Adam movie, are you not? But the moment Black Adam speaks, it kind of just makes him, it's one of those characters where when he's stoic, it's uninteresting. When he starts talking, that's when you start being invested. And yes, I got a bit emotional with the post-credit scene, knowing what the post-credit scene means. Seeing that costume again, seeing that logo again, getting worn by that actor, hearing that piece of music that's so fitting with not just the fitting with the character in general, not that version of the character, but just in general. Yeah, I got a bit emotional. Got a little bit teary-eyed. I'm trying my very hardest to not spoil it, just in case, like, the average, if someone I know doesn't know the post-credit scene, they can see the movie like, oh my god, over that. It's just the one DC character that we all have been saying, where the fuck have you been? And when they say the line and it comes out of the mist, I'm just like, perfection, welcome back, welcome home. Yeah. It's good. Good, but again, Black Adam, the movie in general, is a spectacle film. I kind of wish if they do a Black Adam 2, just to have a more, have more plot than just, here's your main character, he's dangerous, these heroes need to stop him.